It's the end of an era, folks. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have reportedly called it quits after nearly a decade of fireworks, pirate ships, and one adorable baby girl. But don't cue the sad violins just yet. There's a whole lot of juicy post-breakup buzz to get into.
After nearly a decade together, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have officially called it quits. But what drove one of Hollywood's most beloved couples to their breaking point? Was it Katy's career struggles, Orlando's lack of commitment, or something even deeper? Their love story seemed like a fairy tale. An A-list romance complete with glamorous red carpet appearances, a stunning engagement, and the birth of their daughter, Daisy Dove. But as the years went on, cracks began to form beneath the surface. From career challenges to personal conflicts, let's dive into the real reason behind Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's shocking breakup.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have broken up after 9 years together, according to multiple reports. The two first went public with their romance in 2016, but less than a year after making their romance Instagram official, the pair briefly called it quits.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom first crossed paths at a Golden Globes afterparty in 2016. Sparks flew almost instantly, and it wasn't long before the two became one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples. Their relationship was filled with memorable moments, from their playful Instagram posts to the time they dressed as a hamburger and a cheeseburger at the Met Gala. In 2019, Orlando proposed with a $5 million flower-shaped engagement ring, cementing their status as a true Hollywood power couple. In 2020, they welcomed their daughter, Daisy Dove, and fans were convinced the pair had found their happily ever after. But even the most magical love stories aren't immune to real-world challenges.
He definitely pushes me to be the best version of myself.
He handles the insanity of my life with grace, with loving grace.
There's Bachelor Orlando today with a mystery woman who bears a striking resemblance to his former fiancé.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more celebrity updates and behind-the-scenes drama. For Katy Perry, the past few years have been anything but smooth. Her play residency in Las Vegas may have dazzled fans with its flashy production, but reviews were mixed, and ticket sales didn't meet expectations. Meanwhile, her recent music hasn't reached the heights of her earlier hits like Firework or California Girls. Insiders say these professional struggles took a toll on Katy's confidence, and the stress began to bleed into her personal life. Orlando reportedly grew frustrated with how much Katy's career consumed her, leaving little time for family. And while Katy was determined to bounce back professionally, it wasn't enough to keep their relationship from unraveling. While Katy Perry's career pressures were one part of the puzzle, insiders suggest that Orlando Bloom's own struggles with commitment and family life added fuel to the fire.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom calling it quits after almost a decade together. A source tells ET things between them haven't been great for a few months.
Everyone's a teacher in a relationship. That's how I see it now, and we've taught each other a lot.
From the outside, Orlando seemed like the perfect partner. Supportive, charming, and devoted to their daughter, Daisy Dove. But according to sources close to the couple, things weren't always as they seemed. Orlando has been busy with his career, particularly his Amazon Prime series, Carnival Row, and other film projects. While Katy juggled the demands of her music career and motherhood, insiders claim Orlando spent significant time away from the family, either working or pursuing his personal interests. This reportedly left Katy feeling like she was handling most of the parenting responsibilities on her own.
The teenage dream has ended. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have called off their engagement after nearly a decade together, and this time it feels like it really is over. David, this couple, who got engaged in 2019, had split. A source then confirmed the breakup to Us Weekly and said that the two are keeping things amicable for now.
Beyond his physical absence, there are rumors that Orlando wasn't eager to expand their family. Katy has publicly expressed her love for motherhood and hinted at wanting more children, but insiders say Orlando wasn't on the same page. He preferred to keep their family as it was, which allegedly became a point of contention. Another issue? The clash between their lifestyles. Katy thrives in the spotlight, embracing her larger-than-life persona and high-profile career. Orlando, on the other hand, reportedly craved a quieter, more grounded life. Something that's hard to achieve when you're married to one of the most recognizable pop stars in the world. These differences may have started as small cracks, but over time they widened into a chasm. Friends close to the pair have said that Orlando began to feel trapped in Katy's world, where every move was scrutinized by fans and the media. And while Katy tried to make things work, the growing distance between them became impossible to ignore. For months, rumors of tension between Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom had been swirling.
According to insiders, Katy and Orlando's relationship had been on the rocks for months. The split, amicable they say, no major drama, just two A-listers realizing that maybe forever wasn't in the cards. Katy, who's currently globetrotting on her Lifetimes tour, is reportedly keeping busy with her music.
Now, sources are revealing that the couple's relationship had been plagued by frequent fights, which only grew worse in the lead up to their breakup. Insiders claim that the arguments covered everything from parenting styles to their conflicting priorities. Katy reportedly wanted to spend more time building their family and focusing on their daughter, while Orlando was often preoccupied with his own projects and personal ambitions. These disagreements created a rift that neither of them seemed able to bridge. Some reports even suggest that Katy felt unsupported during her recent professional struggles.
With their reps telling People magazine in a February 2017 statement, "We can confirm that Orlando and Katy are taking respectful, loving space at this time." However, the two insisted that they remained friends during the break and later reunited in 2018.
As her Las Vegas residency struggled to meet expectations and her music faced criticism, she allegedly looked to Orlando for encouragement. But insiders say he wasn't always there for her in the way she needed. This left Katy feeling increasingly isolated and frustrated. The emotional distance between them became more apparent to those around them. Friends of the couple reportedly noticed that Orlando and Katy were spending less and less time together. Orlando would often retreat to his personal hobbies or spend time away from home, leaving Katy to juggle work, parenting, and the pressures of maintaining her public image. One insider revealed, "They used to be so in sync, but it felt like they were living completely separate lives by the end."
Life is not peachy keen jelly bean. It's about who you are in those really challenging moments.
So what went wrong? We're told Katy's been upset with where her career is currently, and it's caused stress in their relationship.
When they were together, it was just constant tension. The couple's once playful dynamic had turned into something much more strained. And while both Katy and Orlando had tried to make things work, especially for the sake of their daughter, it became clear to those closest to them that their relationship was slowly unraveling. But what was the final straw? What pushed the couple from trying to hold on to finally letting go? That answer lies in the next chapter of their story. After months of tension, it was Orlando Bloom who reportedly made the difficult decision to end their relationship. According to insiders, he felt the romance had run its course, and that their differences were no longer something they could reconcile. Sources close to the couple claim that Orlando struggled with the growing emotional distance between him and Katy, as well as the constant pressures of their high-profile relationship. While their love for their daughter, Daisy Dove, remained strong, Orlando reportedly felt that staying together for the sake of their family would only lead to more unhappiness for both of them. One insider revealed, Orlando and Katy had been trying to hold things together for a while, but it got to the point where Orlando felt it was better for both of them to move on. He's always cared deeply for Katy, but he just didn't see their future aligning anymore. What made the situation even more complicated was how Katy's recent career struggles factored into the breakup. While Katy was dealing with the fallout of her underwhelming Las Vegas residency and the pressure to revive her music career, Orlando reportedly felt that these challenges were taking a toll on their relationship. Insiders suggest that he grew frustrated with how much Katy's professional life dominated their personal time, leaving little room for intimacy or connection. Adding to the strain were rumors that their arguments had become more frequent and intense in the months leading up to the split. While neither Katy nor Orlando has publicly commented on the exact reason for the breakup, it's clear that the couple had reached a point where staying together was no longer an option. Despite the heartbreak, both Katy and Orlando are said to be determined to remain amicable for the sake of their daughter. One source noted, "They're committed to co-parenting Daisy and making sure she feels loved and supported, even though they're no longer together as a couple." But while they're putting on a brave face for the public, the split has left fans wondering if this truly marks the end for Katy and Orlando, or if there's still a chance they might find their way back to each other someday.
So what happened? It appears criticism from Katy's 11-minute space trip in April, the lackluster release of her 143 album, as well as online hate for her global Lifetimes tour have put a strain on the singer and their relationship.
Looking back at Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's 9-year relationship, some fans are questioning whether the breakup was inevitable all along. While the couple shared plenty of romantic highs, Their relationship was also marked by periods of uncertainty and conflict that hinted at deeper issues beneath the surface. For starters, this wasn't the first time Katy and Orlando had broken up. Back in 2017, the couple briefly split after dating for a little over a year, citing their differences and the challenges of maintaining a relationship in the spotlight. While they reconciled a few months later and appeared stronger than ever, some insiders believe this earlier breakup was a warning sign of the challenges they would face in the years to come. Another factor was the sheer contrast in their lifestyles and priorities. Katy's life has always been fast-paced, with her career demanding constant attention and energy. Orlando, on the other hand, has often expressed a desire for simplicity and balance. While opposites may attract, these differences can also create tension, especially when both partners are navigating busy careers and the pressures of raising a family. Then there's the added strain of fame. As two of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood, Katy and Orlando's every move was scrutinized by the media and their fans. This kind of constant attention can put a strain on even the strongest relationships. And it's likely that the pressure to maintain their public image only made their private struggles more difficult to address. Ultimately, it seems that Katy and Orlando's breakup wasn't the result of one single event, but rather the culmination of years of small issues that gradually built up over time. While they clearly had a deep love for each other, their differences and the challenges of their high-profile lives made it difficult to sustain their relationship in the long term. The question remains, could they have worked through these challenges? Or were they simply too different to make things last? For now, it seems like their love story has come to an end, but in Hollywood, you never know what the future might hold. Now that Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have officially gone their separate ways, the big question is, what's next for these two Hollywood stars?
Now, apparently this split has been a long time coming. Sources claim there has been a lot of tension between the two as Katy's been jet-setting around the world in space for her Lifetime's tour and spending less time with Orlando.
For Katy, it seems the focus is shifting back to her career. Insiders suggest she's using this breakup as motivation to stage a major comeback. Despite the mixed reviews of her play residency, Katy remains a powerhouse in the music industry, and rumors are swirling that she's already working on new music. Some reports even hint that she's planning a fresh album and a global tour to remind the world why she became one of the biggest pop stars of her generation. On a personal level, Katy is said to be prioritizing her role as a mother. Sources close to her reveal that she's pouring her energy into raising Daisy Dove, ensuring her daughter feels loved and supported through this transition. Katy has always been vocal about how much motherhood means to her, and many believe this new chapter will allow her to build a stronger bond with Daisy. As for Orlando, he's reportedly focusing on his own projects and personal growth. With his Amazon series Carnival Row wrapped and new roles on the horizon, Orlando seems determined to keep busy. What's more, Orlando has expressed a desire to remain on good terms with Katy for the sake of their daughter. Insiders say the former couple is committed to co-parenting and ensuring that Daisy grows up in a stable, loving environment, even if her parents are no longer together romantically. But could there be hope for reconciliation? While some fans are holding out hope, others believe this breakup marks the end of their love story for good. For now, Katy and Orlando seem focused on their individual paths, and only time will tell if those paths ever cross again romantically. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's love story was one that captured the hearts of fans around the world. From their playful beginnings to their romantic engagement and the birth of their daughter, their relationship seemed like a fairy tale come to life. But in the end, even fairy tales have their challenges. And for Katy and Orlando, those challenges proved too great to overcome. Their breakup wasn't the result of one dramatic event, but rather the slow accumulation of differences, pressures, and priorities that eventually pulled them apart.
She's even renting out one of their Montecito homes because, yep, the couple had been living separately for a while now. But don't worry about their daughter, Daisy Dove. She's still front and center in both of their lives. Sources say Katy and Orlando are co-parenting like pros, prioritizing stability, staying flexible, and keeping their little one's world as peaceful as possible.
Katy's relentless drive to reclaim her spot at the top of the music charts, Orlando's search for a simpler, quieter life, and the constant scrutiny of life in the public eye all played a role in their split. While it's easy to wonder if they could have made it work, the truth is that some relationships simply aren't built to last forever. But one thing is clear. Both Katy and Orlando are determined to move forward with grace and maturity, focusing on their daughter and their individual futures. So, is this truly the end of Katy and Orlando? Or could there still be a chance for reconciliation down the line? Only they know the answer. But one thing's for sure. This breakup has left fans with plenty of questions and a reminder that even the most glamorous couples face struggles behind closed doors. What do you think? Was this breakup inevitable? Or could they have worked through their challenges? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.